So yeah, you've got the Knight of Wands for your past first up there. Lots of, this is the upheaval card. It's like ups and downs, everything's up and down. I think this year's been a bit like that for you. It's been like that for everyone, actually. Up and down, you think it's okay, and then it gets bad again, then it goes up again. So I think you've experienced this with someone you've been with, ups and downs, highs and lows, all that kind of thing. And what I want to tell you is, if that's you, someone's really hurt. Someone is really hurt right now. They're hurting a lot now. I'm getting that feeling. I'm really hurt. I can't believe this. This is what I'm getting. Oh, I'm so confused. Why is this happening? Because you've got the Seven of Cups down there, and he's in the dark. He's all confused. He doesn't know why it's happening. So if you've cut someone off, and I'm not getting just a cut off, it's more like, well, maybe you did, but it's like, no, enough is enough. I can't have this up and down anymore. It's just ups and downs. I'm being promised things, and then I'm disappointed. It never happens. It never works. I'm always being pulled back. I always think it's always going to be amazing when I come back again, and then I'm always disappointed. Then I go away again, and I come back, and same thing happens over and over and over again. Enough is enough. I've got to go. And so I think that's what's happened with someone. You've just had enough of the ups and downs. You can't be on this roller coaster anymore. And they're sitting there. They're very, very upset. And again, I feel like someone's upset right now. Right now. Very hurt, very confused. They can't believe it. It's like, I can't believe this. Because they've always come back. Every time I've done this, they've come back. Every single time. And I've relied on that. I know they were coming back. But they haven't this time. And I think they still think you're going to come back. I still think they think you're going to come back. And I don't think you are. Do you know what I'm getting here? I'm getting a voice, a very kind, loving voice. And I think maybe that's what had you coming back. Because it was the words that had you coming back. Maybe they said words that were really beautiful. Maybe they said lovely things. Oh, it's different this time. I really love you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know, something very, very beautiful that had you like, oh, okay. And then your heart melted again. And then you came back again. But then the same thing happened again. So I think that's what happened. Yeah, it's like wrapped up, being warm, wrapped up in a blanket or something like that. That's what their voice was like. And not their actual voice, well, maybe it was, but what they actually said to you. And that had you back again. And I think toward the end, you were chasing that feeling. Because, when you're with them, all these ups and downs, you had these horrible times, and then you had that feeling. And when you have all these horrible times, you start chasing that feeling. You want that feeling. It almost becomes an addiction. So I think that's what it was in the end. But your heart just couldn't take it anymore. Your heart couldn't go on anymore. They pushed you almost to the edge so many times. And I'm looking at the Fool there, and he's going right over the edge there. So they had you on the edge. I'm going to leave. I can't stand this anymore. And then they'd say something, and you'd come back again. So I think now, it's just, I'm exhausted just thinking about that. I feel exhausted already. So I think it's just like, no, my heart is exhausted. I can't do this anymore. That is enough. I just cannot do this. Again, I think they're missing you. I think they're missing that push and pull. I think they're missing having you just come back when they need you. And it's not happening anymore. They're really, really upset. They're really having a taste of this. That's what I'm getting. They're not telling you that. I'm getting little messages here, so they might even be trying to connect with you again. Little things, just like, hey, how are you? Or something like that. And I think to you, it's like, well, I don't want those little messages. It's meaningless, totally meaningless. And I don't think you're going to respond, or I don't think you're going to respond positively to that anyway. If that's you, if you're getting these little messages, I think you might keep on getting them probably into the new year even, or even beyond that, because I really think they think that they'll get you back again, or that you'll come back again. They think they can say the words. This is what it is. The power's in the words. That's what they're thinking. because that's how it's been in the past. And so they're trying to give you these little messages, and they think, if I can just get them to answer me and listen to me, then I'll pull them back again. That's what I'm getting. But it's not manipulative. Well, it is sort of manipulative, but it's partly manipulative, and it's partly they do actually feel, they are really, really feeling this. They really are. And they're very confused. They're very confused because they're used to you coming back again. And you can see that in the Seven of Cups there. I think your heart's probably still recovering a bit, because I think, when it goes up and down like that, you get used to that pattern in your heart. And I think sometimes when your heart settles and there's not that up and down, and it's going up into your throat and then down into your stomach again and up and down, well, I shouldn't say this, but it's almost a little bit boring. It's like, well, where's the excitement? I'm used to going up and down, and now it's kind of just sitting there and I'm by myself, and I kind of miss that. And again, you miss that feeling, you miss the voice, you miss the words that gave you that feeling. So there's still a little bit of that there, but that takes time. That just takes time to go away. And you have to get used to this new normal feeling of not getting that roller coaster thing. But yeah, I don't think you're going back to those messages at all. I don't think you're interested in them. I think you know that if you answer those messages, you're back on the roller coaster again. But yeah, it's very surprising for them. Very surprising, very confusing. They're still expecting you to come back. They still have feelings. I'm getting that really strongly. But if you truly love someone, you don't make them feel like that. So whatever they're feeling, I wouldn't say it's true love, really. Because true love doesn't hurt you. True love doesn't put you on a roller coaster. True love doesn't push you over the edge and then bring you back again. So, and I think you know that, and you're like, no, I'm exhausted, totally exhausted. No. So the other thing I'm getting here is I'm getting a little bit of stress. It feels a little bit of a worry. Yeah, I don't know if... Okay, this is something quite specific. So this is for a particular person I'm getting here, just warning you. So it feels like maybe this is someone you care about. You're very confused about where they are when they're not with you. So it might be a child. Might be a child in a custody situation. Might be a child that's with your other partner, or with your partner when you're not there. Might be that. Might be that they go to somewhere else and you're worried about them. Might not be your child, but I'm getting that kind of feeling that it's someone you care about, it's someone you worry about. So it's that kind of thing. So that's why that came up there. But it does feel like that. Now, what I want to tell you is there's a lot of confusion, again, about where they are, what sort of experience they're having when you're not there. And there's all that worry around that. Okay, so I'm going to be 100% honest about this with what I'm seeing. They are being put in some, in some situations they might not be all that happy with. So it's nothing terrible. It's nothing bad. It's more like I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I don't quite fit in here. It's not perfect. So it's okay. So they're very, very smart, whoever this is. They're very smart. They're very resilient. Again, there's no harm coming to them, but I am telling you that they're not 100% happy in that place. But we all can't be 100% happy all the time. You know what this is if that's you. So it's your call as to whether you want to keep them at this place or not. But it does feel out of control for you if that's you. That's kind of what I'm getting. You'd like to know the reality of what's happening around them. I'm getting that. Now, what I'm getting here is I'm seeing them talking to you very soon. It might be that they're coming back to you. It might be that you'll be able to have a conversation with them. Now, if that's you, be a bit careful. Try not to ask too many questions. Try not to question and prod and poke and say, oh, is it this, is it that, what's happened? Try not to do that. Because I think the more you hold back, the more you just hold back, let them speak, I think you'll get more information from them if that's what you'd like. If you want them to tell you more, hold back and just let them do the talking. And I think That will help you to get more clarity on whatever this situation is. Again, I just want to make sure you know this. There's nothing really terrible happening at all. I'm not getting anything they can't handle. They can handle whatever's happening around them, but I can totally see why you're stressed around this, because you're in the dark, which is what I'm getting on the Seven of Cups. So it's like, oh, what's happening? I don't know. I'm really confused. I'm really lost. I don't know. And they're like the Fool. They're jumping off the cliff. I can't see what they're doing. So I'm getting all that kind of thing with you. They're not in any danger. There's nothing terrible happening, but it is a little bit uncomfortable for them. And I think next time you talk to them, if you hold back and let them speak, they'll tell you more and you'll find out exactly what's happening, or at least a lot of what's happening. So I really, really hope that helps someone. I know that's really specific, but I just really had to say that for someone. Excuse me. Right, so the first card you've got for your presence, this Seven of Swords here. No one likes this card. Stealing, robbing. Okay, so, I'm just looking all the way down the middle here. So I'm getting everything all the way down the middle, everything all together, and I'm seeing them as a sequence. I'm getting this get up early, start early, get into this now. It's a chance. Do it now. That's what I'm getting. Don't procrastinate. Do not procrastinate with something. So there's a chance for some kind of money flow to come in. You've got extra money coming in. I don't know what it is. It might be a job that you're going for, because I'm getting some kind of application. I need to get up first. I need to do this. I need to get in before everyone else. I'm getting that kind of thing. So if it's work, if it's a job, if it's a promotion, it might be that. It might be some kind of training or studying or something like that. Because if you look at this Wheel of Fortune, they're all reading books, they're all studying, so it might be that. But you've got to get up early and do this. Stop procrastinating. Get up early. There's a little bit of, I'm getting a little bit of, I don't know if I'll fit in. I don't know if I can do this. I'm a bit out of place. So I'm getting that kind of feeling around all this. So it might be that that's why you're procrastinating. If that's you, you might be thinking, maybe you're older and you're going to study and you're like, I'm around all these people and I'm a different generation. Might be that. It might be that this is your dream job and you're thinking, I don't know if I can really do this. What I'm getting is, if this is studying, if that's studying, there is some discomfort for a short time. You are going to feel a little bit out of place. I have to be honest here if that's you. But it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. It's worth the short-term discomfort to get that qualification, because if you've got that qualification, that'll set you up in the future money-wise. So I've got that for someone who's studying. Also, I've got lots and lots. You can see all these money cards here. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So there's money coming in. There's money coming in. It's worth whatever this thing is you're procrastinating about, for the money, for your confidence, for other reasons as well. Again, I'm just looking at this Seven of Swords here. There might be a bit of imposter syndrome going on here around your work. And I've seen this in your readings before, I think. Because, this man in the Seven of Swords, a lot of people say, well, this is debatable. A lot of people say it's not. Some people say it is. But this is what I'm getting here. Some people say he's in a costume. So if he's in a costume, he's not being himself. And, so you can see why he'd be in a costume. So he can steal the swords and no one would know it was him and all that. So if that's you, putting on a bit of a costume, trying to put on a mask, or if you're thinking, well, I can't be myself, I'm not good enough, all that kind of thing. You are good enough, you can do this. Whatever's holding you back, it doesn't matter what it is, put that aside. Get up, stop procrastinating, do this thing. I'm seeing lots of things for different people. I'm seeing training, I'm seeing studying, I'm seeing work, I'm seeing a job, I'm seeing a promotion. So it could be any number of those things for all different people here. I'm usually really specific, but I'm seeing a lot of different people and things here. But you've got to get up before everyone else. You must get early and do this, because I think if you don't do this now, you'll miss your opportunity, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's turning around in the future. And as time goes on, as you get to the future, you'll be like, oh, I've missed that now. It's gone now. I'm too old. It's too late. I'm doing something else. Don't miss that opportunity. Yeah, I just want to show you this. Now that I'm looking at this, I can see these sunrise cards here. Early morning, get up in the morning. You know, you've got the Fool, you've got the sunrise there with the Fool, and, you know, he reaches out, he gets what he wants without really thinking. So don't think about, oh, I can't do this. Get that out of your mind and just act without thinking. Obviously, the Seven of Swords is grabbing the swords early. Everyone's asleep in their tents. You know, he's getting out there and getting that. And, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, he's a workhorse. He's up at sunrise. So I just wanted to show you all that, how I was getting that. And, yeah, messages everywhere. Get up and start doing this. Go and apply. Do that. I won't say any more about that, because I'll just keep on seeing more and more and more things that are showing me that if I keep looking. So, okay, I'm going to stop looking at that. So, right down the bottom with this Ten of Pentacles here. Okay, I'm getting it feels a little bit awkward, actually, I've got to say. It feels like there's someone you were talking to. And what I'm getting is, there's someone who you keep on going backwards and forwards with. It's not like you're breaking up and getting back together. It's not like that. It's like they're in the front of your mind and you're like, oh, I'm really interested in this person in a love connection, in a love way. And then it's like, oh, no, I'll put them at the back of my mind now and I'll get on with my life. And then time goes on and then they go to the front of your mind again. It's that kind of situation I'm seeing. If that's you, if you know who that's about, they have the same thing toward you. You go in the back of their mind, I should say, and then you go to the front again. Back, front, back, front. I think you've had conversations. I think there might be some kind of family connection between you as well, just looking at this Ten of Pentacles here. So what I'm getting is there's something building up in the background right now, and you don't realise it, probably don't realise this, maybe you do, but it's always like that. They're in the back of your mind, you're in the back of their mind, then something works around in the background, and then you end up in the front of each other's mind, and you end up having a conversation again. Now, if that's you, you'll know exactly who this is. This person's coming up here because there's a connection that's coming together with you again. Either they're going to talk, or something's going to happen, or you're going to get together in some way. It's slow, I have to say that to you. It's very, very slow, but it's kind of brewing in the background, if that makes sense. I think if this is you, I think the last time you spoke to them, yeah, very, very awkward. Something didn't land properly, something was said, they said something that wasn't very good, or it made you unhappy. I'm not getting a big argument, not getting anything like that. It's almost like I said something and it's like, oh no, I've said the wrong thing, it didn't land properly. And it gave you a different impression of them. It's something very awkward, something difficult, something like that. And I think since that time, maybe you haven't spoken since that time, maybe you have, but that's kind of the awkward moment between you, or the difficult moment. Something was said that was very, very difficult. And that kind of put a little bit of, it's like with the broken bit in the connection. That's what I'm getting. It's like the chink in the armor, I should say. So what I have to say is that there's a very, 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 very strong connection between you. Whatever happens, you always seem to come back together. Now, I don't know if you've actually been in a relationship with this person or not, but you always come back together in some way. Even if it's just seeing each other, it might be a chance, meeting that you see each other. It's like, oh, that's a coincidence. If that's happening, it's not a coincidence. I'm seeing that. And so this is what I keep on getting. They go to the back of your mind, and then they come back to the front again. Something makes them come to the front again. And they go to the back and they come back to the front again. That's what I keep on getting. And that, to me, that means it's a very, very strong connection. And I never say this, but this is what I'm getting here. It's almost like you keep on coming back together because there's this destiny, there's this thing that's playing in the background that keeps on pushing you together. And that's what's happening. You're always being pulled back together. You are. It's destined. That's what I'm getting. Keeps on happening over and over again. That's what that means. And okay, you're going to come back together. You're going to come back to at least have a conversation. That's what I'm getting, because it feels like that broken bit in that broken conversation, it needs to be repaired, and it is going to be repaired, because I'm seeing this coming around to the end, coming around to a nice finish here eventually. But there's that there, so there's that broken bit in the conversation, there's that problem conversation, whatever they said, it's still worrying them. I'm getting that. They're very nervous, they're very worried about what they've said. I've got that. I'm really, really feeling that. The other thing I've got here is there's some kind of money problem around them, and they feel as if they need to sort out that money problem. I don't know what that is, but if you look at this Ten of Pentacles, you can see that there's a couple in the middle, and that represents you as a couple. And firstly, they're awkward. You know, they're trying to talk, but they're not. They're going past each other. So there's that awkward conversation. That's the first thing in that card. The second thing is there's all these coins. There are all these coins, and we can't quite get to the couple through the coins. So they've got some kind of money problem they need to sort out. When they've done that, I think they'll probably start gradually coming towards you. They're going to come and talk to you. When you start to see them come to the front of your mind, or you feel that, you start thinking about them a lot more. Maybe there are coincidences that happen. You might hear a song that reminds you of them. You might see something, hear something that reminds you. And that's happened to you before, I think. And when that's happened to you before, if this is you, that's when you've seen them before. So it's happening again. That's how you know they're coming to you again. Again, I have to say that. I have to say this, it's happening slowly. It's happening slowly because they've got the money thing to sort out. Plus, they're worried about this thing that was said, whatever this problem, conversation or words or whatever that is. So that's what I'm getting there for someone. So I hope that makes sense to someone there. I know it's very, very specific, but I'm getting this very strongly here. Okay, so right, so the first card you've got for your future is this King of Wands. So you can see this here. Look at this King of Wands. He's sitting there. He wants to get up. He wants to come and talk. He can't do that because the words are going around and around and around in his head, around and around. You know, sometimes when you said the wrong thing and, you know, you're in bed at night and the words are going around and around in your head. Oh, why did I say that? Oh, how could I have said that? That's, oh, so ridiculous. And that's what he's doing. If you look behind his head, you can see there's a lizard. It's like a salamander, and it's going around and around and around behind his head. This is the king of action. He wants to get up and talk. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get up, but he can't do that because he's got these words going around in his head. That's what I'm getting. So that's how they're feeling. So yeah, I just want to show you this all across the top. If you look all the way across the top row, this is what they're feeling, because the king's looking across to the two cards. He's looking across to the Knight of Wands, and he's looking at that horrible Seven of Swords there, and he's thinking, oh, I was so foolish. I was so much younger when I'm the king now, but when I was the knight, oh, I was such a fool. I was so much younger than I am now. I wasn't as mature as I am now. I said all sorts of silly things. I put my foot in it. I wasn't in control of myself, just like that night. I was jumping up and down. I didn't know what I was doing. And now that I've said that horrible thing, this is what they think of me. They think I'm like the Seven of Swords. They think I've done something horrible, and I feel really bad about that. I just want them to know that I'm the king now. I'm more mature, and I'm looking back on that. I can see what I've done. So this is what's going through the head right now, if this is you. So yeah, okay, so I just want to show you this other thing again as well. I know I'm saying look across, look down, look here, look there. It's like noughts and crosses, isn't it? I don't mean it to be like that. But if you look down now, the right hand side, all the way down, this is what I want to show you. This is why you're destined to be together, and you are going to come back together with this person. Okay, I'm getting this really strong. You see that when I tell you this. So you've got the King of Wands, then down the bottom you've got the Queen of Wands. If you get the King and the Queen in a suit in a reading, that is a very, very obvious couple. You are supposed to be with this person. You can see that. But at the moment, what's in between them is exactly what I was getting in that Ten of Pentacles. There's a money problem between these two people with that Knight of Pentacles there. So this person who keeps on coming to the front of your mind over and over again, they are going to get up. First, they've got that money problem that they have to deal with. It's literally coming between you as a couple right now. You can see that because he's in between the two. And it's slow. So, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slow card. He's not moving. He's just sitting there. But they're determined to work on this because the Knight of Pentacles is a workhorse. So they're determined. They're going to work on this. It's going to take time. So they're going to work on that. They're also going to work on the confidence levels and how they're going to approach you and how they're going to talk about this thing you've said. But they are going to come together. It is very, very slow. But at some time, I'd love to be able to tell you when. Sometimes I see timelines, sometimes I don't. They are going to talk to you at some time. It's a very, very strong connection. It's meant to be because you've got these two, you've got the King and the Queen here. So it's meant to happen. Now, I don't want to say sit around waiting because it is going to take some time for them to come in if that's you. But it's inevitable, I think. I really do think it is. And I think this time, because you've had all these backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, that was the Knight of Wands. Now you've got the King of Wands, the more mature king. You know, he's the knight grown up. So there's no more backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I think this time when you get together, that'll be it. That will be it.